Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer, and today we are talking about the full moon. It's on July 10, it's at 18 degrees of Capricorn, and Uranus is now in Gemini, and that means that all the outer planets that used to be in earth and water are now in fire and air. So in this video, we're going to talk about this, as well as we are going to talk about the ruler of your second house and the placement of it and how that can bring money into your life. That's in the third section of this video, and so I hope you stay all the way to the end. The big news for this full moon is that Uranus has gone into the sign of Gemini. Now this full moon is on July 10, but Uranus went into Gemini on July 7. And it's going to continue there until September, where it goes retrograde, and then it's going to go back into Taurus, and then it will be move forward again and go into Gemini in 2026. I'll put the exact dates on the screen. So let's take a look though at this full moon with this in mind so we can look at how this might affect you personally. When a slower moving planet goes into a new sign, it's quite a change. Uranus is very disruptive energy, and when it's in Gemini, it's even more so. Not to mention that Pluto is in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, and Pluto and Uranus are in a trine. And this is, of course, part of the talent trine. I did a video on this topic, and I will link it in the description. Now, this is an Earth full moon, being in Capricorn, and yet all of the outer planets now are in fire and air, which means that the whole world can feel like it's spinning out of control. And you are trying to stay grounded and continue to focus on the practical things and build your life. A Capricorn full moon is a time where you are looking at your life and assessing how your progress is. You're comparing that potentially to your own goals or to people that you know or people out in the world. You see, Capricorn energy wants to build something that lasts. Now, because all of the outer planets are changing signs and there's all this chaotic energy, it's very important to take this Capricorn moon energy and look at things from the standpoint of reality versus all of the hype that might be coming through the screens that we watch all the time. Many of you watching this video are going to be able to take hold of the powerful energy of the talent trine and use it to bring opportunities into your life. And this is a time where you want to look at the opportunities that you want to attract. And of course, we need to be very cognizant of the fact that this is a Capricorn full moon, which means it's ruled by Saturn, which is sitting there conjunct Neptune. And there are two options for this. The better option is that the Saturn-Neptune conjunction gives you a set of blueprints from which to follow step by step to achieve what you want. But the opposite is that Neptune then dissolves the structure of Saturn based on fears or nightmares or anxiety in general. So the best thing to do during a Capricorn full moon is to stick with the practical, to be aware of your duties, your obligations, and your responsibilities. And don't cut corners. Do the right thing, because reputation is important at this time. Hi everyone, I just wanted to pause this video for one quick second to say I'm sorry. I have just found out that my contact form on my website has not been working, probably for weeks. And I did not check it, and I didn't know it wasn't working. So if you have sent in your birth information and not received a chart from me, or you've sent in a question and you have not received a response from me, then it's because I did not get your email. And I'm getting it fixed, and so, or it is fixed by the time you see this. So, and thanks so much. And now back to the video. Okay, Capricorn, this is a Capricorn full moon, which means it's your full moon, and it marks the halfway point of your lunar year. And that means that this is the best time to look back over the last 6 months and assess what kind of progress you've made, and to look forward 6 months of where you want to be. And this is a time where If you are happy with what you've accomplished, then you should celebrate. Then you should tell everyone, I've accomplished this, I've done that. That's a good time to do it. If you're dissatisfied with what you've accomplished, then Uranus, now going into your area of routines, is going to be your friend. Now, Uranus, of course, will be there for much, much longer than just the 2 weeks, but it gives you an opportunity to look at what you're doing on a daily basis and how that is accumulating into what you've built over the last 6 months. And Uranus facilitates the change needed to make things happen. So this combination can be very good for you and helping you moving forward. Now, when it comes to relationships, the energy is quite good. The full moon is there, Jupiter is there, but there's no aspect going on between Saturn and the moon. And so the energy may be that you feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect, like you're not really talking about the same thing, or you're not paying attention to the same thing. And one of the things you can do is just wait that out. Just focus on the other things that you need to do, like this assessment that we were just talking about. But if you really want to work on your relationship, then it's going to take a lot of mindfulness to try to understand their position, because without an aspect, it's not easy to do. Now, when it comes to your money, you pull money from Saturn at the base of your chart, which is saying create a solid foundation, and that Uranus in that area of routine says it is all about how you're spending your time during your day. And that it's remarkable how the power of compounding interest, or just compounding in general, can make such a difference. And that's where you might take 5 minutes and work on your photography, or work on your music, or to work on your website. All of those things, those 5-minute increments, actually add up into something substantial. So that's why it's necessary right now to shift your routine, and that's the focus for your money. Now, when it comes to money from business or from investments, there are some opportunities, but it's likely that you're going to get paid outside this 2-week period. So as money starts to come in, as the opportunities are coming in, the money is a little bit delayed because there's no aspect going on between Uranus and the Sun. So, but it's still a time where you could secure the sale or secure the investment. It's just the profits come outside the 2-week period. Now, when it comes to money derived from career, so that would be a paycheck, I'm going to sound like a broken record for a while, because Uranus and Pluto are doing such a nice aspect. It is such a rare aspect. So you have this opportunity now and for several weeks going forward to get either a better job that pays you more money, or to get a raise in your current job. So even though you do have this extra time, this is a good time to start, kind of bringing up the subject, maybe set a time to talk, that sort of thing. So, see what they're looking for in your company to move you up. That this is a great time for you to either, as I said, find a better job, or to make the job that you have much better. Okay, in the third section of this video, I have a couple of announcements, and then we're going to continue talking about the second house and the money in your chart. The new month wishes class is on July 1st at 12 p.m. Pacific time. If you watch this video after July 1st, then the next class is on August 1st, and it's at noon Pacific time. This is a free class where we talk about the astrological happenings for the month, and then together we write our wishes, and then we energize them together in a short meditation. This class is by Zoom, it's free, and there is a link to register in the description. Members of this channel get access to deep dive videos on astrology, especially more topics about what's happening in the world, and also going more deeply into the interaction of the different cycles. The membership button to join is right by the subscribe button, and so I hope you become a member. So a few weeks ago, we started looking at the money in your chart, and so we've talked already about finding your second house cusp, finding the sign on the second house cusp, and that leads us to the ruler of that sign, or the ruler of your second house. Now you do have 4 money houses, so we're really focusing right now on the second house. And the second house is more about how the money flows into your life and flows out of your life. So once you know the sign on the second house cusp, then you can find the ruler of that sign. That planet is going to be the planet that rules your money house, the second house. And whatever house that planet is in is a source of money for you. And that is, you go to the sign on your house cusp, the second house cusp, and that sign is ruled by a planet in your chart. And you go to that planet, wherever that planet is, whatever house it is, you pull money from that house. So, for example, if you have Leo on the second house, Leo is ruled by the sun. And if you have the sun in the 7th house, you pull money from the 7th house. Now, as I said before, this is just one of the places you can pull money from. We will talk about the other places in future videos if you're interested. Let me know in the comments. So if the ruler of your second house is in the 1st house, then you get money through entrepreneurship, freelancing, public speaking, acting, personal training, life coaching, motivational coaching, team leadership, construction, or anything that involves doing something physical. If the ruler of your second house is in the second house, then you make money through things like financial advisor, accountant, doing real estate, entrepreneurship, wealth management, selling luxury goods, selling collectibles, dealing with fine jewelry or precious metals. If the ruler of your second house is in the 3rd house, then you can make money through writing, teaching, journalism, public speaking, selling cars, driving, so anything where you're driving a truck or delivery service, graphic design, dancing, singing, and I should point out with this placement, this is the most common placement I see for CEOs because it also aids in communication. If the ruler of your second house is in the 4th house, you could make money through real estate, home-based businesses, interior design, home renovation, dealing with antiques and collectibles, landscaping, family counseling, historical research, home organizing, or having a daycare. If the ruler of your second house is in the 5th house, then you could make money through things like creative arts, the entertainment industry, gaming, fashion design, children's education, party planning, fertility services, speculation, which includes gambling, music, theater, and content creation. If the ruler of your second house is in the 6th house, you can make money through healthcare services, medical billing, fitness training, being a personal assistant, pet care services, alternative healing, home organizing, personal chef, working in a laboratory, doing environmental work, and accounting. If the ruler of your second house is in the 7th house, you could make money through human resources, business partnerships, legal services, coaching services, event planning, matchmaking, public relations, marriage counselor, personal shopper, color consultant, chess master, or interior decorator. If the ruler of your second house is in the 8th house, you can make money through investments, investment banking, tax consulting, estate planning, forensic work, private investigator, mergers and acquisitions. You could be a mortician, debt management, research and analysis, psychic and intuitive services, art investment, crypto, and medicine, but involving surgery. If the ruler of your second house is in the 9th house, your money could be made through higher education, photography, publishing, travel writing, legal consulting, foreign language instruction, spiritual or religious leadership, international relations, import-export businesses, and legal services. If the ruler of your second house is in the 10th house, you could make money through corporate leadership, entrepreneurship, investment management, executive coaching, public relations, healthcare administration, media production, venture capitalism, professional speaking, event management, and government jobs. If the ruler of your second house is in the 11th house, you can make money through social media marketing, working in technology, network marketing, startup incubation, event planning, nonprofit management, the airline industry, test engineering, community activism, being an inventor, doing research and development, or video editing. And if the ruler of your second house is in the 12th house, you can make money through intuitive readings, holistic healing practices, meditation coaching, working with a charity, doing addiction counseling, anything dealing with the ocean, from oceanography to fishing, herbalism, sound healing, art therapy, hospice work, or being a confidential secretary. And that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you want to continue to dive into how to find the money in your chart, or if you want me to cover some other topic. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, consider becoming a member, subscribe to my newsletter, and I will see you in the next video.